Hey, Sarah.
I'm getting too used to this. How long?
Weeks. Relax. You haven't missed much.
The Ark and the Sleepers, they're safe in the sphere?
You better like where we parked, because it's home now. The Sleepers wake to an amazing view.
We did it, Dad. What about your implant and Sam?
I am once again helping the Pathfinder activate Remnant. Our connection has been restored to normal.
Normal. You need him again?
I need Sam to make it easier. I was adapting, but damage was being done. We need to be careful, Sarah.
The Nexus leaders are waiting, Pathfinder.
Duty calls. Better not keep them waiting.
It never ends.
Go on. I need some rest.
The decision isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
Save the cluster, straight back to work. I get it.
It must seem like that, but this wouldn't be possible without you.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An Ark has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
I can handle a hot potato, but why throw it to me in the first place?
Because we need it to be legitimate.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Heleus.
I put forward Pathfinder Reka. I'd suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Reka keeps the position and timeline in the Nexus family.
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus, the Moshai would help solidify relations.
We're already partnered, thanks to your efforts against the Rokar.
All the more reason to focus on our own issues.
If we want stability, maybe we should ensure the Krogan stay. What if it was Morta?
You are out of your mind.
It's definitely unorthodox.
Meridian doesn't mean done. Catter's still out there. A Pathfinder is the obvious choice for stability. For us.
But hardly the empowering one.
Same old bullshit.
It feels like the original intent was to give that voice to the outposts. August Bradley's a proven leader.
On a considerably smaller scale.
He's kept EOS relatively stable, despite no militia presence.
If we're going to treat Heleus like a home, we need to acknowledge whose home it is. I won't name anyone. I support asking the Moshai to act as interim ambassador.
Meridian's opening day, and we're surrendering how much influence?
That's the point, you colonial ward. Sarah is feeling better? Good. This decision, the policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about. There's more to life than this.
Integration of Hyperion systems is ongoing. Our SAM node will be accessible on return visits to Meridian.
The viability bump is impressive. This world is gonna be something.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Callow.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I thought I'd leave them to it. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Thinking of trading in your pilot's chair for some muddy boots?
Not even slightly. I know what I'm good for. I don't pretend to understand everything. But Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
It means a lot that you want to stick with us, Callow.
Of course. And keeping my ship is a plus. I've learned a lot from you, Ryder. And Gil. Though, please don't tell him that. Things will change now. But that's all right. Nothing's ever really lost.
I'm helping with Solarian arc repairs. It's a mess.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening.
Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Iora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
Iora Pillay, you're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Darlavas Hyperion, placements officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vas Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Hunter Kelly, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
We got a lot wrong on this trip, but they were right about Pathfinders.
Arc Hyperion, departed Milky Way 2185, arrived Andromeda 2819. Current status recorded as Meridian.
Well, narrator guy is getting work.
Please select a topic. The transformation of Arc Hyperion into Port Meridian continues both above and below the surface. This includes the planned integration of Initiative and Remnant technologies, pending further research. Port Meridian is currently powered by repurposed Tantalus drive cores, which require the frequent discharge of static energy. This causes a unique visual phenomena during Meridian's night cycle that has been dubbed Aurora Meridiani. Arc Hyperion has been declared a monument to those who lost their lives in service of the Initiative. A plaque has been placed at the highest point of the Hyperion superstructure. It reads, "We turned our backs upon a dwindling star to chase a dawn beyond our childhood's end." The Hyperion was shepherded to its resting place by a coalition of allies who stood as one against the Ket Archon. Pathfinder Scott Ryder spearheaded the defense, and remains assigned to Arc Hyperion despite its reclassification. Landing Day has been proposed as a cluster-wide holiday. Status, pending. While decommissioned as a vessel, the superstructure silhouette of Arc Hyperion will be maintained in perpetuity. All internal structures are being adapted for sleeper deployment and future industrial and residential development. These internal structures have been designated as Port Meridian.
Thank you, Pathfinder. You're why we're here.
I'm waiting for my wife to be brought out of cryo. Then I really start. If you're expecting a pat on the back, you're gonna be disappointed.
All right. I'll settle for a hug.
How does your crew stand you?
Some people find me endearing. Charming, even.
More like insufferable. But you do get results.
That was dangerously close to a pat on the back.
You're hearing things. Plenty of people actually want to talk to you. Don't waste your time with me.
All shipshape here. Hey, Ryder. How's Sarah?
Much better.
There might be 2 riders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
It's what you do. Meridian won't know what hit it.
And we should think about what's next. This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this, until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
Can't deny it. I'm game for more. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
Cora, sometimes you just have to leap out there and see where it takes you.
Yeah? I guess you do. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift. Nice job, Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder.
So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
No, I'm grateful. I couldn't have asked for a better team. We created this together.
And exactly what it is, what it may become. I can't even imagine. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
It's like a fairy tale. Do you have those? Where everyone walks off into the sunset holding hands?
At a time like this, I think it's strange that you can't resist making a joke.
I can't, so. Jal, our people... Actually, no, I can't.
Actually, I kind of like it.
It's overwhelming. I don't know where to start, but I can. I don't care which world I'm on. It's all more than I hoped.
Pathfinder. I'm told I'm about to get exceptionally busy.
Which, given your health, is unwise.
We all gave of ourselves, Ephra. It was time. And as this ambassador, I will continue to do so.
I couldn't impose a voice on the Angara, temporary or not.
We've always had a voice. This just means your leaders have decided to listen. Also, don't assume my name brings universal approval. You know how varied our opinions can be. I can't speak for everyone, but I will gladly help create the system that does. Ansala Venjuri, Pathfinder. There is much yet to learn.
It's overwhelming. I don't know where to start.
Scott, kept a seat for you. In your planet, that's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Sarah woke up. How's she doing?
She'd be angry if I said anything but great. Which means... great.
Stubborn as hell. I hear it runs in the family. Hey, know who I just talked to? A second wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. It's really feeling like home, you know? Finally. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
Sometimes I just stare out the window, thinking, we did it. It's hard to believe.
I feel you. Just ground under our feet, knowing it's ours. I can't wait for more people to wake up. Enjoy it, Pathfinder Rider. Tomorrow, we're back on the job. Ready whenever.
Pathfinder, here! So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
So, white noise?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Archon. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further update. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Ark. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keela Sia wasn't destroyed.
It's patchy. And there's no traceable vector, I assume?
It bounced through the Scourge. I've doubled long-range probes, but...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
All we can do is wait.
So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the...
Hey, Ryder.
What's the word on the street?
Ryder saves the day, Pathfinder of the century. You know, the usual.
Still?
Get used to it. They're gonna name things after you when you die, and probably even before. So we heading out again soon?
Oh, she's all grown up, leaving home, doesn't need me anymore.
That'll be the day. We'll handle my deals on this end while I'm gone.
Seeing you two in cahoots makes me all misty.
You know this is your fault, right? Helping us along? Heleus has really turned into the fresh start I wanted, in so many ways. And now with Meridian, we're really going to make this place ours. I can't wait. You know where to find me when you're ready. How's things?
There's hope in data. Always is.
Ryder. Kid.
Old man?
Ha ha ha. This place is something else.
It's just another starting line. Where we go from here is on us.
Well, damn, you were listening to me after all.
Through all the creaking of your old bones.
I sent out what's left of the Macmore scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
He'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
I know, right? It's going to be so much fun.
Crazy kid.
Even these Jardin were surprised at what they created.
It is not uncommon for a creator to be surpassed by their creation.
Couldn't anyone else have said that?
Let's get out there, huh?
My time in cryo? It's like a...
Well, hello.
Hello yourself.
Eyes front, try not to swoon. I want you.
I want you more.
I need proof. Soon. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
Hey, this was a big accomplishment. It's important to enjoy it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of us. Heleus is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. Don't want to miss a thing. Oh, I almost forgot. Kalinda sent a congratulatory message. She was angling for an invitation, I think. Denied.
Hope you didn't turn her back into an enemy.
Oh, you're always so serious. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
What am I gonna do with you, PB?
I'll send you a list. For now, you're right. The galaxy isn't going anywhere. Let's have some fun.
What does this mean, Sam?
The language is imprecise, or perhaps too precise, but the potential capacity of Meridian is clear.
Unlimited. Looking good, Ryder. Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
That sounds exciting.
I know, I can't wait. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
Joint research body, cooperation with the Angara? You're planning a party, right?
Of course. Nothing builds a team like a good whiskey and a laugh. You'd better show up, Ryder. We wouldn't be here if not for you.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
I'll remember that the next time you chew me out for getting hurt.
So will I, Ryder. So will I.
Hello, Ryder.
Look who it is. Looking good, Ryder.
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, thanks for the invite to the party.
I didn't organize anything.
Not this. Landing day. That was worth jumping galaxies.
Hey, Ryder. Jill is walking the walk. The procedure took. I'm gonna be a dad.
Congratulations.
I'm thinking Mary if it's a girl, Deanne if it's a boy. Mary, Deanne, Meridian. Pretty cool, right?
Jill might have something to say about that.
Oh, right. Note to self. Bounce names off Jill. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet? Meridian? The dream becoming a reality?
It's a lot to take in. I'm still in the pinching myself phase.
Well, I'm sure everyone here would be happy to line up and give you a pinch. But so you know, I've got the Tempest topped out and ready. You want to blow this hot dog stand? Just say the word. Callow's out there somewhere, time one on. If we're really sneaky, he won't even notice we're gone.
Who's flying then? You?
Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
You better get this nonsense out of your system in the next 9 months, you know.
Little Mary's gonna have a fun dad. Ryder.
Glad to have you.
Let's get out there, huh?
I swear I remember my time in cryo.
Got a job for us?
Making a quiet exit?
Figured I'd leave before I teared up. No one needs to see that.
I expect that honesty is part of what draws them to you. I tried to think of a way to honor what you did. Some protocol. There isn't one. Your father invented this rule, but you defined it.
This is great and all, but it feels weird to be on a ship that isn't moving. We're explorers. There's more to see out there. Let's go find it.
Where to next?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm surprised I still have a job. I should probably just retire.
Don't be silly. We still need you. There's so many outposts that need support.
Then let's head out there.
Sounds like a brilliant plan.
Meridian was mind-blowing, right? But I was so worried I would lose you. Guess that comes with the territory when you kinda sorta love someone, huh?
Guess that makes me feel kinda sorta good.
You know what I mean. Now, Heleus will really take shape, and we have VIP tickets. In some ways, I feel like our adventure is just beginning.
Lexi, I hear Sarah's doing well. She's healing. Not as fast as she'd like, of course.
Think how much we'll get done with 2 riders.
I can't wait to see Ephra's face when he learns there's another one. So? 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 Isn't this the best time to be alive? Yeah, I've decided it is.
Or the best time to be awake, as the case may be.
No, awake and alive. Because if you weren't here, you'd be dead. Best time to be alive.
Yeah. Though I don't know how we top this feeling. For now, maybe we don't have to.
Meridian, at last. There's still so much to do. For the Nexus, the Angara, but not today. Today, we get to feel good about winning.
A toast to the vanquished.
The Archon, face down, ass up.
How about to Meridian?
To dreams. And family.
To whatever's next may be beyond our imagination.
It's my toast, and it's to the vanquished.
Here then.
That was a good win. I wonder what other kind of trouble we can get up to.
Always looking for the next fight, aren't you, old man?
Gotta admit, old habits die hard. And mine have had a long time to settle in.
Hail the Archon killer. I heard it was touch and go, but you really rose to the occasion.
Better to be lucky than good, right?
Forget that. Leave nothing to luck.
Woke up today and thought back to the search. And then I remembered it's over. It's really over. We did it.
I know what you mean. I don't want this high to go away.
I'm going to enjoy it for as long as it lasts before I settle down.
Settle down?
Yeah, now that we're back on track, I thought I'd maybe talk to a Nexus colonization expert. Get assigned to an outpost, start a farm or something. Who am I kidding? I love being on the ship. I'm staying here until you kick me off.
Ready for more tests?
Not again. Lexi, I'm fine.
Sit now, and I'll skip the blood work. Have you experienced any muscle spasms? Nosebleeds? Memory loss?
No, but I feel a headache coming on.
Ha ha.
Comments like that used to get a rise out of you.
I know you too well now. Inhale. Exhale. You should know. Professor Hirik approached me about a transfer to the Nexus. Apparently my research on Ket anatomy has been useful to the militia.
Guess I'll be telling my next doctor about my abandonment issues.
I declined.
Really?
Didn't have a choice. No other doctor in the initiative would take you.
I'm lucky to have you here.
Yes, you are. But I'm pretty lucky too.
Hello, Scott. Through Meridian, I gained insight into the Jardan, creators of the Remnant and the Angara. Meridian's code accounts for incredible potential and infinite diversity. They weren't achieved. No creator would be content.
You think the Jardan might come back?
Unknown. They abandoned a great work, which you have reinterpreted. Against significant odds, you are home.
Thanks. But what's a Pathfinder without their Sam?
Two halves of a whole. In a brief time, you have suffered, triumphed, and grown. You are a new iteration of yourself, respected and recognized. I have lived it with you. I see why the unknown beckons, what it means to prevail against it. This is how one's humanity is grown. I am glad to know.
Guess you prefer the Tempest to Meridian. Works for me.
Well, Ryder does lead us to interesting places.
Think there's anywhere more interesting than Meridian?
If there is, we'll find out.
Meridian secure, the Archon beaten. That's a damn good job, Ryder. Apex is planning a tribute.
A statue?
They don't do statues. Just to hope it's a new victory cocktail and not a filthy marching song.
Things are going well. The outposts and resources you found have made a real difference. This place is starting to look the way it was always meant to.
It was you helping the Krogan colony smuggle resources back onto the station, wasn't it?
We Krogan are a hardy lot. We probably could have managed just fine on our own. In the short term. Long term, it's in our best interest that the station, and those on it, survive.
Pathfinder, I'm enjoying Tan's ongoing discomfort with an Angaran ambassador. Not that the Moshai would take advantage. Such base manipulation is beneath her. So, what can I do for you?
Ryder, I have a confession. Since you saved me from the Archon's ship, I've worked tirelessly to justify the sacrifice made so I could live. With the Archon defeated and the Initiative's dream beginning to take root, well, I'm just happy to be here.
Let yourself feel that. We all have cause for celebration.
Alec would be proud. His dream lives on in you, and thrives.
You did it. All your hard work paid off, and now, Meridian.
Those Asari huntresses made a difference. Thank you.
Of course. Feel that? It's like the whole initiative is resting easier thanks to you.
Ryder, I won't pretend I'm not disappointed. I'd hoped your choice for ambassador would go differently.
I called it as I saw it.
Well, at least you didn't pick Mortar. A Krogan with power? That's how wars are started.
But distillation brings clarity. A complicated form, assuming
Gil?
its truest
Tell them.
essence.
Yep, PB telling the
Complicated
truth.
form, meaning
She
body,
created an ally observer.
The whole point of the exercise.
2!
Oh, right. 2 of them.
You see? Thanks, Gil.
I can't remember the last time I felt well enough for beer. Count me in.
All right, I have to admit, the Nexus is a whole different place. There's energy in the air. People of all walks, Angara teaching what they know. It's kind of great.
It's nice to see you smiling.
We've come a long way. I wouldn't have been got dead here not long ago. Just soaking up all the smarts in this place.
And warn them that the Shanxi boys will be coming back for more. They cut off our supply line, so our bellies take the hit. We're scraping up the rations and General Wills can cook for shit. But we're Shanxi boys, we'll stand the watch all night. We'll live on cigs and coffee, we're itching for a fight. We're Shanxi boys, good old Shanxi boys. We're home and here to stay. Till the Scullies learn their lesson and we win the fucking day. Hurrah!
Enough about kicking your asses as Shanxi. How about a real song? 4,000 souls came marching, armed in proud array, on the steel fields of Therenday. General Akarian stood weeping, for his men he would betray, and lose the field at Therenday. Now the Coravels are circling over the noble bones that lay on the silent fields of Therenday.
Watch, see, the home you once knew, the walls shattered through. See, hear, the tears of their mother, lost sisters and brothers. Hear, speak, the scream held inside, the high battle cry. Speak, strike, with the rifle's sweet fire. Pile the bodies higher, o'er the victory pyre. And wait, and watch.
Ryder, you're so legend, there was a fight yesterday over who gets to write a song about you. I hear there's a verse about your stalwart and handsome team. That part's me, I'm pretty sure. We did it.
Yes, we did.
The Nexus has really come a long way, hasn't it? It's sad not all of us got to see it finally getting somewhere.
Me too. I'll find it. Do you have just a minute? You're here. I'll give you my entire chocolate ration for an interview about Meridian.
Done. I'm down to the ones with strawberry goop in the middle.
So, Meridian's real. A promised land. You did it. The Hyperion's a mess, but that crash site does mean humans have a claim to Meridian.
Technically, yes. But practically, our allies will always be welcome.
It's good to have that on the record. I'm headed out there soon. Documenting Meridian could be a lifetime's work, even for an Asari. I can't wait to get started. Meridian. Now that's history in the making.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Pathfinder, you are a sight. After what you pulled at Meridian, even the sky is different. Again, I guess. Already had some good talks with Aya. The Moshai is dispelling a lot of distrust. Smart woman. Fits ambassador better than any I could pick. Anyway, was there anything else?
Things are turning our way. What's that mean for you?
Short term, stabilization. Making sure everyone has their start. Long term, I'm as eager to start a life as anyone else. Small homestead, with fences, so you know what's yours. A little piece of home, now that the Ark is down and certain people can share in it.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Pathfinder, you accomplished all you said you would, and more. We were right to place our faith in you. It's been my honor to work together.
All I'm saying is, we were here first. We should decide who settles Meridian.
You may be right. But can we afford a conflict with the new aliens?
They should be more worried about fighting us.
If the rumors are true, then the Pathfinder can use Meridian to repair the Remnant.
Then it shouldn't matter who settles there. Plenty of habitable worlds for the outsiders. How do we know we didn't create the Remnant Vaults, and Meridian with them?
It's not entirely inconceivable. The records of our ancient history are lost.
Then it would rightly belong to us. We'd have a world worth living on besides Aya.
Is it possible for us to settle Meridian alongside the outsiders?
We learned how to share in our old galaxy. We can do it here.
You assume we want to share?
It will be interesting to see what we all become when the Ket are no longer a shared threat.
I never thought I'd be responsible for so much. Charting a future for everyone. Can't decide if I should thank you or strike you.
I'll give you one free hit, just not the face.
I'll have you know, I've won my share of battles. Decades ago. Despite the pressure, I don't remember when I last felt so light. You kept Meridian from the Archon. As good as your word. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen, and I live on Aya.
The Archon is gone, but the war didn't die with him. The Ket are still out there.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Leaving Avaril. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
Approaching the LZ. bringing us in. Taking her up. Where to next, Pathfinder?
Look proud, Pathfinder.
I just realized we haven't decided where we're going to live.
I hope you have time.
You and Sid?
Yeah, that was the whole point, wasn't it? A home, putting down roots, new beginnings.
Sid will probably have some opinions.
Too many. But you're right. She'll probably want to stay here if I know her, where all the action is. I'm thinking somewhere quiet.
Could you handle quiet?
I think so. Somewhere on a hill where I can watch a fiery sunset? Yeah, I'd be happy.
Keeping up your training shouldn't get soft. This place is great for a jog if you follow the equator, like running up the longest wall in the galaxy. Want to try?
Sounds good. First 1 to 3 miles makes breakfast.
They'll always expect more from us, but we always deliver. See you at 0500.
Ryder, you have to promise me something.
What's that?
If you see me spending a ton of time here, please make me leave. I could blink and lose 20 years in a place like this.
At least I'll know where to find you.
Wherever I am. You know I'm wrapped around your finger, right? Even here. Now go away. I've got more to do and ponder and figure out.
What do you want?
Something wrong?
Oh God, Pathfinder. This is small talk, isn't it? I'm sorry it takes a few moments to turn on my human face. What can I do for you?
What have you learned about this world?
Have you seen the change in the remnant ships? They're doing things. They say it's automated maintenance. But 7 of the largest ships docked on the exterior, power dimmed, then they left. We lost them in the Scourge.
I'm pretty tired of surprises. Should we be worried?
There was a book I read as a teen, Clark, about first contact. But there was no contact. It was just a ship on its way somewhere else. It made me feel small. That I, and humanity, wasn't the center of everything. It was humbling, but comforting too. The 7 have done the same, but I'm not comforted. This place, Pathfinder, it's still bigger than us. Heleus is still bigger.
What do you think Meridian needs from me?
Your job should be complete. Not to criticize your effort, but by the numbers, we were supposed to be beyond Pathfinders. In fact, we are in spectacular shape. Ark secured, outposts placed. Yes, we are approaching normality. Or perhaps normal is at least visible from here.
How did you come to the initiative, Iora?
Pioneers come in many forms. To be the organizational foundation, the chief of operations on an Ark? How could I not come? Plus, I'm rather pleased my colonist ID is D46 Chicago.
Not sure I get it.
That's all right. It's not for you.
Another time.
Of course, Pathfinder.
Captain Dunn, still here?
I'll be the last one off, Pathfinder. They can call it a building now, but it's still my ship until everyone is clear. A good ride. I'm sorry to see it end.
Plenty of places left to fly, Captain. I doubt you'll be hurting for work.
True enough. But it'll be nice to have a place to range out of. Something stable. Got a friend working on that. We'll see where it goes. But I like the sound of it. A nice little homestead. With fences, so you know what's yours.
I can't say. I haven't been out of stasis very long.
How strange to not immediately awaken a man of your obvious expertise.
Thanks, son. I like you too. Pathfinder, work continues. It's like shoving an Asari three-prong through a K-board, but it continues. Honestly, all this multi-species tech is a real bear to get together.
You can't do it?
Hell, yes, I can do it. Just making sure the boss knows I'm working hard.
What have you learned about this world?
I've learned how much I don't know. Plugging into these systems is crazy. Your Sam wasn't parked here. I don't know what we'd do.
I'm providing everything I can to facilitate integration into the Meridian power structure.
Ugh. No word makes a tech pucker like integration. Ugh.
What do you think Meridian needs from me?
Not Meridian. All of us. I know about the Sprog, Pathfinder. Find that kid, that's the future.
What's your story, Hunter Carey?
Really, Pathfinder? That's the nice weather we're having of Andromeda. But I'm game. I was in the family business until Grandpa died. After that, all anyone cared about was how to split it up. I can skip uncomfortable Thanksgivings from anywhere, so I came here. Family, right?
That must have been hard on everyone.
That's no excuse. Everything's hard. It's all in how you deal. I'm here to build something. We all are. Thanks to you.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Hope. Hope is what built this despite impossible odds.
And trust? You took a big chance on us. On me.
Yes, I wouldn't be here seeing this if we hadn't opened our minds and hearts to each other. All of us.
Even for an Angara, you're one of a kind, Jarl. Don't know if I'll ever get used to all the feelings.
Yes, you will. But only because you must.
Always gonna be work to do, but the galaxy seems a lot friendlier these days. Glad I tied my anchor to your ship.
At least that makes one of us old-timer.
Old-timer? I resemble that remark.
The Hyperion legacy continues, Pathfinder. They put the Dun maneuver in the newest Arc flight manuals. It's described as controlled mass effect field reduction, using the momentum to diffuse impact through superstructure ablation. Hope these guys don't write the history books. Bland as hell.
What about us? Any Pathfinder gambits? A rider maneuver?
Afraid not. You'll have to be happy with settled humanity.
I guess it'll do.
You'll get over it.
Good day, Pathfinder. You'll forgive me if I keep this brief. I am at capacity.
Is that good or bad?
Good, of course. We are beginning to deploy the main bays of the Hyperion. Expect to see a lot of new faces.
What have you learned about this world?
I'm afraid I have turned inward to focus on the Sleepers and our fallen Hyperion. I'm grateful that the Ark remains a part of our future. There's a heart to this vessel. This home.
What do you think Meridian needs from me?
Not Meridian. The Sleepers. They need opportunity, and that comes from our ability to wake them. You carved a direct line through the Ket, but without resources, without Andromeda viability, we are still scrambling. It remains as it always has. Resources are the key to our future.
How did you come to the initiative, Darla Voss Hyperion?
It is embarrassingly simple. I lived among the Quarians as a child. My parents were ambassadors to the migrant fleet. We lived as they did, in sterile conditions. I had my own envirosuit, I didn't touch soil for a decade. The promise of 600 years on the Hyperion? That wasn't foreboding at all. In fact, it was comforting.
I think many would prefer solid ground beneath their feet.
But thanks to you, we have both. I'm now living in a place that bridges technology and the natural, much like when I was a child. I love Meridian.
Another time.
Esu Salai, Pathfinder.
Sam, that's...
100% viability on all known UNCs, Pathfinder. Please access the Tempest VidCon for an important update.
Tempest VidCon? All right. There's a new task because we hit 100% viability?
It is a significant milestone, Pathfinder. Preparations have been made for some time.
Honestly, it just felt good to secure that for everyone.
Updating objectives. You have a high priority destination.
At Habitat 7, what's going on?
I have been instructed to not reveal mission parameters. Don't be late, Pathfinder.
We're in stable orbit.
So, back at Habitat 7. What am I supposed to see? And what's it got to do with 100% viability?
I'm getting initiative signals, magnetosphere charges, and atmosphere probes.
The vault here remains non-functional, but with 100% viability to invest, we've begun terraforming this world with initiative technology.
The good old-fashioned hard way. It'll eventually be a home too, thanks to you.
My father would like that.
There is one more item, Pathfinder. Opening channels to the Nexus, Meridian, Prodromos, Detaeon, Tevuni, New Tachanka, and Initiative allies. By unanimous vote, this world is to be renamed. Habitat 7 is now listed astronomically as Rider 1. Your world, Pathfinder. Their future.
I'm not sure how I feel about Mass Effect Andromeda. I mean, the Mass Effect franchise is one of the most important ones that I've ever encountered in gaming. The first Mass Effect was really almost a life-changing experience, just playing it. I remember experiencing anything quite like that before. An action RPG with an interesting story, engaging characters. It was really something. And of course, it was made all the better by the two games that followed it. Really, the trilogy it's really something else. Really, I can't say too much about it right now. I tried talking about those games when I made the trilogy playthrough video series about 2 years ago. I just love those games a lot. Andromeda, though, that's that's a different beast. I remember after playing the Citadel DLC of Mass Effect 3, I remember thinking, with this, yeah, I think I can cap it off emotionally and move on. I mean, I'll never truly move on from Mass Effect. I'm still a huge fan. I have a lot of merchandise at home. I still love talking about it to anyone who knows it. Yeah, I'm not really gonna get over Mass Effect. I don't think so. But when it came to Andromeda, I didn't really know how to feel about it when it was announced, or much later when we started getting videos, or when that E3 presentation back in, I think it was 2016? Yeah. Basically from then onwards, when they started giving us all these briefing videos of the Andromeda initiative, I wasn't sure how to feel. I mean, I thought Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's first Frostbite engine game, their first big game after Mass Effect 3, I thought it was great. I thought they really made use of the Frostbite engine. I thought they made some really pretty environments, and even though I didn't really like some of the choices that they made with Inquisition, I did think it was a great game, and I did have some hopes for Andromeda. I thought to myself, Mass Effect 3 really did well when it came to the gameplay, and Andromeda? I mean, there was really no way they could screw it up, right? The combat was already great, and it could only probably turn out to be better than ever, and it did. They said they'd do more exploration, like we had in Mass Effect 1, and we got it. The Nomad's pretty fun to drive. You know, I don't think it really has something on the Mako, but still, it was pretty good. But yeah, Andromeda. You know, I'm hearing the soundtrack of the main menu right now as I'm recording this. I don't have a script. I'm really just trying to figure out my feelings. Andromeda did manage to bring out this feeling of I'm exploring, I'm having fun, doing things, meeting new people. But I don't know, it never really had that impact that the trilogy games had. At least not for me. I don't know what to say. Is the writing not on the same level? Did I just start feeling differently? Was I expecting something else? I'm not sure. I mean, I knew this was not going to be a Mass Effect 4. The trilogy started and ended. I mean, it's a done deal. But Andromeda, I'm not sure. I mean, it definitely left a window open for future content. I'm just not sure what's gonna happen with it. It wasn't very well received. It's pretty obvious that Mass Effect series right now is on the back burner, and that's actually one of the better case scenarios. Andromeda did a lot of things right. It did some good with the exploration. The moment-to-moment gameplay isn't really boring, despite this game being sort of open world, sort of expanded. You know, like more of these modern day open world games. It doesn't have, you know, too many boring collectibles. Sure, a few of the missions, a few of the side quests, some of those tasks, they're not a great deal of fun, but it's not like the game is boring. And it really does have some really nice moments, you know, nicely written, I guess I can call them set pieces, because I'm not sure how much I remember the game by the little things. The cast is nice, your squad mates, I mean, There are some ups and downs there, but they grow on you over time, you know? It's one game, but it's a fairly long one. They get their chance. And what I really liked about Andromeda is it wasn't afraid of setting up, you know? Really making you wonder what could happen next. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, when I first played this game, I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't get that feeling that made me go, I really want a sequel. It felt like when the game was over, I was more or less done. But now, after a second playthrough, I want a sequel. And I wish they'd announce it soon. One can hope.